Tonight, DJ and I get a chance to review the brand new Wolfman movie, which is not to be confused with The Wolfman, which is not to get confused with The Wolfman, which is not to get confused with Wolf, which is not to get confused with The Curse of the Werewolf, which is not to get confused with Frankenstein meets the Wolf Man. You get the point. What's happening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of 20,000 Films Under the Sea. I am one of your directors tonight, Noah Pearson, alongside my man of every hour. It is DJ Symphy.
What is up, dude?
What's poppin', doggy dog? How's your Friday, my good sir?
Friday's been chill, man. Just chill. Just went to go see a movie, and then came back, had some food. Just been chill all day. It's been real chill.
As they do, my good friend. Has your week been okay? I know that you did you do another event on Wednesday? Did you?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I had just casted pools for Tekken 8, our Tekken 8 event, and then also just like working and talking to people. Like my whole job is just like talking to people, and I'm kind of like the middleman for everybody. Like,
Yeah.
managerial position. So like I'm setting up like the lineups for every week, and you know what I
Mhm.
mean, talking to talent, talking to potential future talent, you know what I mean, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
And also dealing with a lot of drama, uh,
Oh,
which is fucking like, yeah, no, dude, it's like it's
I didn't think
man.
that Tekken tournament stuff would have some tea,
Dude,
dude.
no, but you know the fighting game community, we always
For
have some
sure,
drama in the
yeah,
fighting
they're
game.
like low key
You know what I
kind of
mean?
toxic sometimes. Yeah, for
In
sure.
some places, yeah, but like, just like any gaming community, there's gonna be drama. But this time it's like some major shit. So, and then like, so it's not like our organization, someone who's like working with us.
Mm.
You know what I
A
mean?
third party, if
Th-
you will.
yeah, like, but they're kind of attached to us in a way, like they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah, for
like
sure, for sure.
like they did something stupid. Now we got to clean it up, and then I gotta,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, fucking bullshit, man. I get it, dude. I get it,
Yeah,
man. Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry about that. That sounds fucking annoying as shit. I scared the shit out of two people today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of it, my friend. So,
Like,
for people that don't know, I work in an office in a warehouse, right? And like, so like
mhm.
a majority of the time, like sometimes I do have to like go out and like do like physical jobs, and whatnot. But for the most part, I'm chilling in my warehouse, and so on Fridays, I effectively run the warehouse by myself because like all the other
Mhm.
supervisors are pretty much gone. My boss is gone. It's because we do four work days out of the week. And so he trusts me to run the warehouse when he's gone on Fridays. And that means like I have to be a little bit more attentive of things happening in the warehouse while he's gone.
Mhm.
Meaning I have to take more trips downstairs and actually like go around the warehouse when he's gone to like make sure that I'm paying attention to everything that is happening there. And I
Mhm.
went downstairs to take a pee, and I saw a girl like gowned in like a blanket, and she was in her cafeteria. Our cafeteria is like the bottom floor of our like office area that's like within our warehouse. And
Yeah.
she's looking at some like plaques on the wall because we have a whole wall that's like dedicated to our like employees of the months and like employees of the years and shit like that. And she's like looking at them, and I saw her and I was like, what the fuck is that? I don't fucking know who that is. It's not one of our employees here. And
Yeah.
I see her turn to go towards the bathrooms, which is like down like a hallway and then like down another hallway to the right. And there's another girl, and she's like, oh, are you gonna go? She's like, yeah. And I'm like going down there to pee myself. And so I have to go by them to go to
Mhm.
the boys' bathroom. And I came up behind them and was
Oh.
like, hey. And they like both turned around like they saw the fucking Babadook, dude. It's like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, who are you? And she's like, who are we? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, we work for the company. And I was like, oh, you're blah blah blah. And she's like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, okay, well, my bad. I just
Wait, whoa! But that's a new move from you. You said their name first. Did you pop their name? Did you pop the name first?
Well, I was saying you're blah 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 because I don't want to like dox or anything like that.
No, but I know, but I'm saying like you said the name. They could have not been there. They could have not been.
No, that's true. You know what? That's 100% true.
Yeah, you're right. I am blah blah blah. You're so right. You're so right. Yes,
that is
I'm glad
true.
you recognized
that
me.
is true.
But
to be fair, I like even after like I went to the bathroom and they were sort of walking out the door, there were other guys that were there that would have been like, who the fuck is that? If they didn't know,
who the fuck is it?
Yeah. There were people that know of that
like
department of our company that like would have been like, yo, who the fuck? And then that would have been
this
weird.
big Polynesian guy with a face tag comes up to you and be like, who are you?
Yeah. Dude, like, that was fucking, it was hilarious. When I was thinking about it, I was like, I can't blame them for having gotten jump scared the fuck out of that, because like this big old island dude with face tattoos corners you in the hallway from behind while you're trying to go to the bathroom. Like, I guess I'd fucking jump scared too, dude. It was great. But just like the way she was like,
they actually went to the bathroom after that. They may have been scared shitless.
Fair point. And you guys at home might be scared shitless too, because tonight we're giving you the review of a lifetime, because this is 20,000 Films Under the Sea, your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want each and every week. If you like that, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access episodes before they go live on podcast and video services near you. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment that is totally cool with us, you can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/goodkrakenshow. Just like our lovely Esco Boo Boo is, and just like Devin is, because he just redeemed Hydrate. God damn it. Thank you, Devin, for doing that right during our intro. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, DJ.
Prime Gaming.
And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep the lights on and cameras rolling. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea. And we'll be right there waiting for you.
Waiting for you.
DJ, good sir.
Yes, sir, or no, sir?
We have some director's commentary, and this week, my good sir, we have a few things for the people. We are back for 2025, obviously. We're here. We're back in the swing of things. And more importantly, our newest episode of Shipwreck Show is out now, and it is Devin Has a Magic.
Did you know
Problem.
Devin beat some ranked players on a Magic the Gathering? You guys know that?
Yeah.
You can find out more. You can find out more. Watch the Shipwreck Show.
He's playing Magic now. In case you guys didn't know that, he is in fact playing.
You guys
Magic.
know.
You might not know.
Hey, he beat some ranked players. I'm gonna give him props. He beat some ranked players.
Honestly, that is some good shit though. Especially just like because like
just on a random night, he's like, "Fuck it, let's just destroy."
Fuck it, I'm going fucking silver tonight, dog. That's what he said, you know, and he fucking did it. He delivered on it. He was 5 minutes late to recording the podcast, but he was but he did it. He did the fucking thing, you know. So good for you, Devin. Good for you, man. Guys, D&D is finally here. It is almost inbound. You guys will be having brand new, good Kraken D&D content starting next week, early next week, and we need you guys to be prepared for that. I think we can probably name drop now.
No, no, no. Let's keep it
No,
hidden.
we'll
Let's
just
keep it
wait. Okay,
secret.
we'll wait. We'll do
Yeah,
like a full
let's keep.
on announcement. When it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
live.
yeah. Yeah.
Our Twitch subscribers get early access. Just let you guys
Yeah,
know.
so if you subscribe to their Twitch or join the Discord in
Yeah,
coming few
exactly,
days,
exactly. You guys can
you'll
get
be
that
there.
tomorrow. Actually, you guys will have access to that. So, please have a good time and join us over there. Our newest episode of Death Ratio is also live. That is our full fantasy critic draft for 2025. That is Garrick, the winner. Fuck off, Garrick. That is Devin. That is me. That is DJ, and we are doing our full fantasy critic draft for the year 2025. We did only 8 games this year instead of 10, but it is always a good time doing the fantasy critic episodes. And Garrett did a good job. He did a really good job hosting
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Props to Garrett.
Props
Clap
to you,
it up.
Garrett. Props to you, Garrett. Thank you, Garrett. We appreciate you, dog. And then lastly, of course, as always, goodkraken.com is live and available for all of you guys to be able to connect to us, share with your friends, share with your family, listen to our podcast, watch our videos, follow us on social medias. All of it's there. All of it's there. As a matter of fact, Devin's not even here. You guys can get dildos on there. There's good Kraken dildos.
Yeah.
There's not, but there might be. You don't know. You don't know unless you go and look. Goodkraken.com. Goodkraken.com. DJ, my good sir, can you tell the people at home what we're doing next?
Well or no, you know, movies have a lot of shoots,
Mm.
a lot
Mm.
of edits, a lot of
Mm.
takes. But you know what we're all interested in?
What's that, DJ?
The final cuts.
Oh, the final cut, my good sir.
The final cut.
Guys, tonight for the the final cut, we are having lots and lots of fun because me and DJ are doing it. The brand new Wolfman review. You know what I'm saying? Go love me some good old Wolfman movie. A San Francisco husband and father inherits his remote childhood home in rural Oregon after his own father vanishes and is presumed dead. With his marriage to his high-powered wife, Charlotte fraying, Blake persuades Charlotte to take a break from the city and visit the property with their young daughter, Ginger. But as the family approaches the farmhouse in the dead of night, they're attacked by an unseen animal and in a desperate escape, barricade themselves inside the home as the creature prowls the perimeter. As the night stretches on, Blake begins to behave strangely, transforming into something unrecognizable, and Charlotte will be forced to decide whether the terror within their house is more lethal than the danger without. Released January 17th, 2025. Directed by Leif Whannell, who has worked on the first 3 Saw movies, all of the Insidious movies, as well as The Invisible Man, the seminal movie from 2020. And then this is written actually by Leif Whannell and his wife, Corbett Tuck, who also helped him write the other movies as well that he's worked on. And then music was done by Benjamin Wallfish, who has worked on It, Chapters 1 and 2, Hellboy from 2019, The Invisible Man, Mortal Kombat, the newest one, and as well as did some work on Alien Romulus. A budget of $25 million and a box office so far of $1.4 million. They're on track to make about $45 million, DJ. So we're looking good. We're looking pretty good so far. Runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes. DJ, you want some fun facts?
Yeah, man, we got some fun facts here.
Fun facts, my friend.
Yeah. So, first one for the fun facts for you fun factors out there
Fun factor.
who like to have fun
Mm-hmm.
and like facts at the
Like
same
facts, like factoring the facts.
Leigh Whannell revealed that he drew inspiration from David Cronenberg's remake of The Fly in 1986 when he was crafting his take on this classic werewolf story. He explained, quote, what The Fly did that a lot of other practical effects-driven horror movies from that time did not do was bring the tragedy out of these practical effects. It wasn't a joke in The Fly. It was there to illustrate someone who was dying of an illness. I was like, I gotta do that. It's not about being funny or icky or gory. This is about the tragedy of the human body falling apart. Whannell also revealed that Julia Garner is, quote, the emotional compass of this film. and she's going to be what Shelley Duvall was in The Shining. You don't get scared in The Shining without Shelley Duvall. And so I was like, I've got to find someone who can drink up the audience's empathy. And she did an incredible job.
She did. She did. Initially in 2021, Ryan Gosling was set to star, and Derek Cianfrance, I think is how you pronounce that, Cianfrance, to direct this movie. Was supposed to be the third collaboration between Gosling and Cianfrance. I'm just going to call him that. But 2 years later, both of them left the project, though Gosling still served as executive producer. And Leif Whannell, before the involvement of Gosling and Cianfrance, that initially left the project, re-entering the project as director and writer, with Christopher Abbott replacing Gosling as the main star. Imagine this movie with Ryan Gosling. I don't know. I'm glad that they made the switch.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have mistaken it for The Notebook or something.
No. What do you want? I want you and me forever. Anyways. Go ahead, DJ. Take the next one.
So, Leigh Whannell warned that not everyone will love the way the Wolfman looks, me included. But those that do will be overjoyed. In a new interview with SFX magazine, Whannell revealed that the creature design is all practical with no CGI involved. Quote, I think you have to bring a new approach, Whannell said of his approach to Wolfman. Maybe there are some people that won't like it because they loved the traditional wolf too much, but that was the approach I wanted. Whannell then confirmed that his Wolfman is 100% practical. All makeup, there are no CGI elements. However, Whannell clarified that the practical costume and makeup fans saw at the 2024 Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando was not his creation. Things slipped through the cracks, and it was like, oh, they're doing this promotion for Wolfman at a theme park, but it doesn't look right, he said. We shouldn't be putting that out in the world because people are going to think that's what our wolf looks like. My only response is to say, look, that doesn't represent what we're doing. All I can do is wait for the movie to come out. Then hopefully people will be like, oh, I see what they're doing.
Good on you, Leif. Good on you, man. Yeah. Because we saw that shit from the Universal Studios thing. It looked bad. It looked real bad. It looked real bad. The second film in Blumhouse's Universal Monsterverse, following The Invisible Man from 2020, was also directed by Leif Whannell. The film was originally planned as an installment of Universal's Dark Universe that kicked off with The Mummy from 2017 and would feature remakes of The Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Wolfman, and Dracula. But after The Mummy was a critical and commercial failure, further films were canceled, and the focus was placed on making better individual movies with a lower budget. DJ, did you ever see that Mummy movie with Tom Cruise?
No.
Yeah.
The Mummy? I heard that was trash.
Garbo. Total Garbo. It was so Garbo, the trailer was Garbo. Do you remember hearing about the trailer?
No, dude. I feel like anything behind 2019, I feel like
didn't exist. Yeah, for sure. So the trailer for The Mummy released, and they released the trailer without any of the music or sound effects. So all they had was the voiceover noises. So the trailer just... At the end of the trailer, like the last 15 seconds is them like in an airplane that's like crashing and tumbling down, and they're inside the airplane like bouncing off the walls and shit. And so the
sound effects of no sound effects of the airplane.
No sound effects of the airplane. No music. So all you hear is
There's like, how did that get past editing? How did that get past anybody, dude?
I don't know how they let that fucking happen, man. But it was like one of my favorite moments in like internet history, dude. It was fucking. I'll find that trailer and I'll send it to you. It's fucking hilarious. It's so fun because there's like one part where like the girl, like the love interest of the movie, is like in that airplane and like she's like holding on, the door breaks open and she's like, and there's like no. It's so good. I'll find it for you. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's fucking brilliant. DJ, let's talk about it, my friend. We got into it. This is the same maker of the seminal The Invisible Man movie. The director has worked on lots and lots of other great horror movie titles. DJ, what were your thoughts on 2025's Wolfman?
Yeah, Wolfman 2025, our second movie of this year, that
Yep.
we're reviewing.
Yep.
And I wanted to hate on this a lot. I went into the movie theater, thinking I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Because because for our listeners who don't know, we kind of pitch each other, ideas of what we want to see if there's like a stacked week or something, and we settled on Wolfman. The trailers did not make me excited.
They sure didn't. They sure didn't. I want to let people know at home. DJ was like, "I guess I'll see it." This is what he said. Like we're almost verbatim.
Arno was hesitant to recommend this because it's a scary movie, but I didn't even I'm not hesitant to watch it because it was scary. I'm hesitant to watch it because it looked trash in the trailer.
It did. It looked real bad in the trailer.
Which, by the way, the trailer's lighting is different from the lighting in the movie.
It is.
So, yeah, my initial thoughts. I actually got really interested. There's this opening scene with the main character that, as a child, they're in the forests of Oregon. Shout out to Oregon.
Represent. Big O.
Yeah, the Big O. And basically we get introduced to essentially Wolfman, and how this character, how the main character is connected to this. And then we get a time skip. Our main character's grown up, lives in the city of New York, I'm assuming, or something.
I think I don't know if it was New York. They didn't say specifically, but I do remember him saying we should go up to Oregon. So I don't know if it was LA. I don't know if but they don't say. They don't they just said 30 years later.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they were acting New York. They were acting New York for sure.
Yeah, no, I think they were in New York because the way they were walking. I don't know for sure.
I mean, maybe I was over
LA.
there.
One of them.
You're right. Yeah.
Because remember in the when they're driving to Oregon, I guess.
Yeah.
They're in the truck once they get to Oregon, and then they're talking in a New York accent. You know what I mean? Okay, that's fair. Maybe I don't know. I don't think you make that cross country drive from New York to. You know what I mean?
They flew, rented the truck, some bullshit like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I mean that's not relevant to the story anywho, but
it's not. Continue on, sir.
So the guy grows up. Our guy, is his name Blake?
I think.
Blake, right?
I think. That sounds right. Blake sounds right.
Blake or Noel? I don't know, dude. Fucking
yeah, it's Blake.
Noel?
It's Blake.
It's Blake. Okay, so Blake. Oh, it literally said it it's San Francisco. He was in San Fran.
Oh, he was in San Fran. Okay, so low budget New York.
Yeah, so New York with more homeless people.
Yeah, exactly.
and a bigger bridge.
Yeah.
And he has a wife and a daughter. His wife Charlotte is seems like a lead writer or lead journalist at a paper, at a newspaper or something.
So they are very not specific about that either, sir.
Yeah, she's working an office job, and this guy seems like a stay-at-home dad. Because he doesn't. Yeah, I don't think he works. And his green jacket has United States Marine Corps, so maybe he's a vet.
Yeah.
And he's just cashing in the vet checks and just being a stay-at-home dad.
Just doing the thing.
Yeah, doing the thing. And they have a daughter, and the daughter is I don't know, how old would she be?
Probably 9, 10,
or 9,
tops,
10, yeah.
Tops.
Yeah. And so this guy and he's been away from Oregon for a long time, for 30 years. Seems like, because his dad went to go chase after the Wolfman, and didn't come back. And so,
Yeah,
you
he went and
know,
found cigarettes with the Wolfman. Yeah, that's what it
yeah,
was.
went to go to the store get milk with the Wolfman.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought the opening scenes with him as a child were pretty kind of cool, but then it like slows back down in his new life, with his wife who he's having troubles with, right?
hmm
Um, but it seems to be still like a healthy family relationship between all three of them. Either way. But there's plenty of emotion here between characters. Between Blake and Charlotte, they seem to have like there's like a rift going on because both of them are like overwhelmed with life shit. And they have arguments, typical couple shit. And then, their relationship with their daughter, who they're trying to, always protect and, you know, make her life better. So then Buddy Buddy gets news his dad is declared deceased by the Oregon government. Um and he gets a letter in the mail and he's like, "You know what? Like life is stressful right now. Let's just take some weeks off and just head up to Oregon, you know, get my dad's shit and just enjoy the scenery out there. It's beautiful." And Charlotte agrees after saying a comment about not being a good mother. And then Blake shuts down. He's like, "You are a good mother. Let's go to Oregon together." Um,
And that's where things kick
just to
off.
follow.
That's where things kick
Yeah,
off
that's
for
where
sure.
things kick off. So, um, oh, I forgot to mention in the opening scene after they encounter the Wolfman, Blake's dad has a little ham radio down in the basement in their house, and he's like radioing someone. Looks like his friend in like another farm, and telling him like, "Hey, I saw him. You better protect your kid. We gotta hunt this thing down." Um, and so once Blake comes back to Oregon, he meets that guy over the radio's son. So, and I guess
Funny
he's like the
enough.
only
Funny
one out there.
enough.
Funny enough.
Funny enough. When we'll be talking a lot about more coincidences in a second.
Yeah. And and this guy is just fucking weird, for some reason. You know, uh he's seen some shit, but he's just and he makes everyone uncomfortable. He gets in the rental truck, try to guide him to uh Blake's dad's farm. Grady, Grady, that's his name. um, and then shit pops off. It becomes nighttime. They see the Wolfman. Fucking Blake swerves off the fucking track, off the road. Rental truck flips over, and the other guy, I forgot his name. Derek, right? Derek, I think that's his name.
I don't remember. I don't
The guy with the gun.
remember.
Derek. Bye bye to Derek. He's gone. And Wolfman got him. And then so now they gotta survive the Wolfman.
And that's what this
And
movie's about. So
that's what this movie's about.
So what did
So
you think? What did you think? What did you feel? What is
honestly, I thought this movie was decent. There's some things I liked about this movie.
okay? Okay.
Mainly the acting. I think I enjoyed the acting a lot. Between the main characters, because you can really tell like the emotion. You can feel the emotion, uh, especially with the Charlotte. You know, um, she you can tell like there's layers to her her character just based off her facial expressions and like the time she takes to think about what her next words will be. Um and the main character Blake, his descent in this film is also pretty well done, I would say. And
Okay.
how they incorporate, that descent and how we can visualize it and hear it as well.
Okay.
It
Okay.
was really nice. Um The music's good. Music
Sure.
very
Okay.
eerie,
Yeah. Sure.
ominous.
Sure.
When you get that fucking violin creep in, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The
Mm-hmm.
violin scratch, right? That's when you know shit's about to pop off. Um, it's not scary.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
If anything, this is more. Yeah, it's a more emotional film. Um, almost like a drama, to be fair. Um,
Yeah.
it's not even. It's kind of a thriller, but not really. There's a lot of downtime between um, family trying to survive Wolfman and them encountering Wolfman themselves.
Right.
Um, I do like the, I guess, like world building, subtle storytelling. Nothing's like explained. You know what I mean? Like you hate when a
Yeah.
character just sits there and like, oh, this must be the thingy, and it correlates, and like, you're just sitting there listening to this guy yap, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. The
I like,
exposition bullshit for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
um, yeah, I think that's about it.
Wow, you really don't have a whole lot to feel about those. All right, man. Well, I mean, I didn't expect you to necessarily like be
Oh,
in love with this
that
movie.
was
So,
that was what I liked. That's just, you know,
oh,
um,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah,
That's just
no,
what you
that
liked. Okay,
was,
cool.
yeah, yeah. That's about all the things that I liked. Um, Most of this movie is me being indifferent. There's not anything I genuinely hated or disliked.
Okay, okay.
Um, it just was confusing, but very predictable. You gotta admit, like the way things were set up, this film is predictable, and you can probably guess what happens. As you're watching, you're like, "Oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen." Yep,
Mm-hmm.
and it did, and it
Mm-hmm.
did. Um, the Wolfman's not scary. You kind of figure that out with the context clues be given to you watching the film. You're like, "Oh, um, okay."
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it is confusing as to why, like, there's no elaboration or more storytelling as to why this Wolfman exists, why Wolfman is aggro, why Wolfman, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, yeah. Why
does
he's
this
wolfing
like,
it
you know what I
up?
mean? There's, yeah, and the way I thought it was going, I thought they were trying to set up for a second film, which I guess kind of maybe, but then towards the end, you're like, oh, okay, that's that.
Yeah,
Um,
right,
and then you know they go watch the valley in Oregon. That's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
right.
Um, but yeah, yeah, that little girl received trauma worth 3 lifetimes.
Uh-huh. Sure did.
Definitely you need therapy for that.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte definitely needs therapy. Definitely not leaving her cozy office job in San Fran.
Oh, sure won't.
Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
That's that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I mean, that's more than I thought you'd have feelings for. That's for sure.
Really.
Yeah. No. To be honest, I was like, there's no way DJ's gonna have a good time with this. Uh, like I was really convinced. I mean, you like him more than I thought you would. So I suppose that is, telling. But, um, funny enough, DJ, I actually
Mhm.
had a real hard time with this movie.
Really? You're like
I had a
you were like
real tough
fuck
time
it,
with this
bro.
movie. So just a little context for people. I love The Invincible Man. Love that
Mhm.
fucking movie. It's so much fun. It's creative. It's such a good like retelling and reimagining of the original Invisible Man story. Um,
Mhm.
Highly recommend you check that one out, DJ. It is a really good time.
What's it about? Like, can you give me the gist of what that movie's about?
It is a girl who's dating a very 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 abusive man. Splits up with him and moves away. They split, they break up, and she finds that she's now suddenly being attacked by an invisible person that nobody can see. And because this attack, she's convinced it's her ex boyfriend, but because nobody can see it happening, Nobody believes her. But she is being viciously physically attacked by something that she cannot see. And the way that they make it make sense is so cool. Like there's a big twist like near the end of the movie, and the movie's got some like pretty typical like tropey thriller stuff, but like it's really creative. It's really, really good time. And I was really, really hoping that that is what we would get in this movie. And we kind of did. I do think that this is a genuinely like decent reimagining of the original Wolfman films. I just have mostly a problem with some of the writing decisions that they make. So I guess I'll start with the stuff I wasn't crazy about. There's just some decisions and things that happen in this movie that are so corny, like unbelievably corny, that it just like killed me. And the problem is that like the first act of this movie is actually really fucking good. It's really good. And then something happens where they just like click their fucking brains off in the writing room
like
or something.
Wolfman shit. Once the Wolfman shit happened, I think it took like a left turn. I'm like, bro, what?
Like they just like stopped like caring about like what real life people would do in a scenario like this, and suddenly just like tossed all logic at the fucking window, because there's just some things that they do that I'm just like, why would you do that? Like so many different things. Like I get that like I'm having some cognitive bias here, but if I was turning into a wolf man of some sort, and was worried about potentially fucking up my family or something like that, I would have been like, just smash my head with a rock. Just do it now. Do me in now. And not
kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking take me the fuck out.
Yeah,
and not once is that idea suggested. Not once is this like a thing where
at the end.
I mean, fucking kinda. I mean, like, and like, there's just so many different things, man, and so many just like terrible fucking like ways that they're trying to make things pay off in like the worst ways possible, right? Like we spend the entire movie having this whole fucking like, oh, you can read my mind, honey. What am I thinking now? Noggin. Right. And like doing this little, oh, you're thinking about how beautiful I am. And he's like, oh man, you're so good. And they do that like 5 fucking times this movie, all to have her say what she says at the very end of the fucking movie. That's the only reason they had that in this whole fucking movie, was to make that line at the end pay off. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's fucked up because it was like, man, this could just be like, a little corny thing. Like, okay, yeah, a little corny, relatable thing. Father-daughter thing.
But that's
then,
what I was hoping for.
At that end point, when we go ka-chow, right? Right? And I'm like, no way. No, you even do the thing. Yeah, man.
No, there's not a fucking chance that is what you guys fucking did. They did it. They fucking did it. And I just remember me and Marilyn, open mouth, started cracking up in the theater to the end, to that part of this movie.
I forgot you saw this with Marilyn.
I did. And she had a good time with it too. Yeah, man, they just do a lot of things in this movie that were just very like, it has some things that are so cheesy and so many tacky decisions that they make in terms of like dialogue. Like some of the things that like, I'm just like, come on, dude, like people don't do this. They don't do that in any like real, and I'm not like trying to sound like fucking Devin when it comes to like horror movies or whatever, when like I need it to be so fucking realistic, right? I'm typically not like that. I can suspend some disbelief, but there is like a line in which it really, really, really has to like have some kind of groundedness to it. And these characters just weren't believable to me. Like as a dad, like some of the decisions he makes, I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Like there's like moments where they leave her 2 doors fucking down. and like there's a fucking wolf monster outside and you're leaving your daughter 2 doors down by herself. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me, like some of the fucking weird choices that they make in this. And like, I don't know, with that said, there's a lot of really cool shit in this movie. Some of the camera work in this film is so dope. like,
Really good.
Super fucking dope. Like everything that has to do with like trying to like manifest his transformation, where the camera's like doing this like locked in like wobble camera thing was so fucking sweet. Like every time he was moving to like the next spot of like the transformation or whatever, fucking cool. It was really, really cool. And then they do this thing, right, DJ, where like they kind of try to show us what the wolf vision looks like the wolf, what he's experiencing and through his eyes. And that was fucking sweet. I thought that they used that very cleverly. There's like one scene where they're in a barn, and I remember like audibly saying, why the fuck's this movie so dark? Right. And then it does it. And I was like, oh, that was smart. Okay, that was smart.
Yeah.
Like that was really, really cool. They pulled that off really well. But like it goes to show like the point you were making earlier about like the trailer is lit so different than this movie, because this movie is kind of really fucking dark. And like really dark. Like almost like darker than some movies that we've seen that have arguably been too dark. It is almost that dark. And like I see now after the movie that like some of that was very intentional, so I can appreciate them like wanting to do that. It just made for a little bit of a tougher theater experience, just because
it
I
might
couldn't
be
really
where like how your theater is lit up, because like I think mine was lit up good enough to where like I
You
think
could kinda-
the lighting was like I could tell.
sure.
Like there's
Okay,
like
okay.
it's not too dark, so
Gotcha.
maybe it was
gotcha.
just
I mean, it
making
wasn't
theater.
so dark that I just like couldn't make out anything, but there were some moments that was dark that I was just like, I can't like really tell what everything is happening right now. I mean, like it was seemingly darker outside of the house.
Yeah.
Or no, wait, sorry, no, vice versa. It was darker in the house than it was outside the house. Like
outside it was pretty
fucking well lit. Like, it was kind of fucking crazy. There was some cool stuff there. The sound design is really, really cool in this movie too. I really appreciated the way they make, because they could have just been like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just made it.
The way the Wolfman like makes sounds and the way the Wolfman hears sounds is really sick, especially when we get to that like earlier stages of the transformation.
Right.
Remember that scene with the spider?
Oh
yeah.
That was really fucking
I was
cool.
like, oh fuck, like whoa, whoa, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, Xander's
gonna fucking shit himself, dude.
Xander would never see this movie.
He would have quit this movie right there and then. That was like really early in the movie, too.
No, because he'd be pissed if he actually went to watch this. If he was ever on 20,000 Films and he had to watch this movie, I think he'd be so pissed.
He would have been
that,
so
like,
mad.
That's unnecessary. They could have been anything.
Yeah.
Could have been anything else.
Yeah.
Could have been anything else but a freaking spider.
Which is true. Like fundamentally, it's true, but it was cool. So it was like that ended up working out in their favor. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like they do a few things in this movie that I thought were very well put together. Finding out that it was all practical effects, I'm cool with. I'm like cool with that. I don't necessarily think that he looks the way I wanted him to look, and like what a modern to like 2025 Wolfman would look like in my head canon, I guess could say. Which I don't want to like make that drag it down too much, because obviously that's just a personal preference thing. Because the practical effects were really good in this movie. Really, really good. There were some moments that it looked off-putting, like the crawling looked real fucking weird. But I mean, I guess I would rather it look that way than look super fucking fake. So I suppose that, I can give that some leniency too. And then I want to make sure I put some love on one last big thing before I do one last big fucking hater noise. Okay, so uh, Garrett can attest for this, and I hope if Garrett, if you're watching or listening to this, you feel me with what I'm saying right now. Hollywood has fundamentally failed werewolves. Um,
Mm.
Notoriously, I would say there are a handful, a small handful of werewolf movies that have done werewolf transformations well, and this is one of them. I think that the entire way that they lay out the wolf transformation stuff was brilliant. Like they really like did a good job of like not doing too much, you know, like the silhouette on the wall and the guy's like, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't do that. They didn't do the like, oh my arm, blah, 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 right? And then they just like, it's just a bunch of fucking blood or some bullshit like that. I think that it was very, very tasteful how they handled like showing him going through his transformation, and every step of the transformation looks like he's in agony. And like, that's what I want in a werewolf transformation. Is like, this is not supposed to fucking feel good. This guy's fucking distraught and he's a wreck. None of this makes fucking sense. It's painful. It hurts. What have you, right? And they really, really, really put that on the forefront. So I appreciate the way they handled the werewolf part of this, from a werewolf standpoint rather than like Wolfman standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then my last thing to really kind of send it home here, DJ. I fucking hate the little girl in this movie. I don't think she acted bad. I think she was given dog shit lines, and dog shit direction. That was made from the perspective of someone that doesn't remember being a kid. Because here's the deal, right? As a dad, if I was turning into a wolf, right? And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, knocking shit off the fucking walls and shit. I'm like, bite my own fucking arm. Like, it's crazy, dude. It's fucking wild, man. There's blood fucking everywhere, right? My daughter would not be like, I want daddy, like 18 fucking times. Yeah. I'm sorry, she wouldn't. A normal child would be like, that's not my fucking dad, dude. What the fuck is this thing? That like, what the fuck? Like, yes, they'll be sad, they'll be crying, they'll be distraught because like, what's happening to daddy? That's fucking scary, right? I'd be scared too if like one of my loved ones started fucking like. But here's the deal, and I tell people this all. I've told Marilyn this before. If you are ever turning into some kind of fucking monster, or if you were like turning into a zombie or something like that, I just need you to understand. I would knock your fucking shit into next fucking galaxy without hesitation. Like, period, point blank, period, bro. Like, they spent way too much fucking time being like, oh no, my God, right? Like, especially the fucking daughter, dude. Yeah. Like, I feel like she spent more time being upset about what was happening after he was no longer able to be fully aware, than she did prior to ever having this happen to them. It was just such bad fucking kid writing that they stuck this poor girl with. And it was a bummer because I really love when a kid knocks it out of a park in a movie, in a show, whatever, what have you. I really love it when a kid fucking kills it. And unfortunately, I just don't think she was given the goods to be able to really send this one home, man. Unfortunately. So, Christopher Abbott, I think he did a great job. Julia Garner is great in everything she's ever in. Yeah. I think she did a good job too. But again, it was just poor dialogue writing, man. They just really did not do a good job of like writing this in any way, shape, or form grounded. Like they're like the first act they do because they're having this like couples problem stuff. And everything that was around that felt believable. Like how they were interacting and things like that. Like that felt right. Like that felt good. And that's what I was saying. Like the first act of this movie is awesome. It's fucking incredible. I just wish they would have kept that pace without making some fucking weird cheese bomb, man. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
I was really hoping this one was going to be a niner for me, man. I was really hoping. But lo and behold, let's talk about it. DJ, should people see Wolfman right away? And what was your final score?
No, you shouldn't go see it right away. I feel like you should wait for it to come on the streaming if it ever does.
Sure.
I think that'd be more
Sure.
preferable because it's. I think it'd be better watch, and I think it's like something you could put on in the comfort of your own home, and just like have a decent time.
Okay.
That being said, um, I gotta give this a 5 because I gave Den of Thieves. We gave Den of Thieves like a 6.5,
Uh-huh.
and I definitely enjoyed that movie more than this one.
Wow. Oh shit.
But
Okay.
it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? Like 5 is still, it's just mid. It's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all
For
right.
sure. For sure. For sure. I like it. So five? Five's where you're sitting?
5, actually 5.5 because there's
5.5.
things I like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not genuine mid, but
Okay. Okay. I can serve cunt to that, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Okay. My bad. You know? Man. No, you should not see this right away. I don't think that there's any rush to go see this movie in theaters. There's this movie's a fine popcorn flick. And it's a fine, like, oh, let's turn off our brains and kind of just, watch a ridiculous over the top movie. I don't think I'm gonna like remember a majority of this movie 2 years from now. Like The Invisible Man, I've thought of sometimes out of nowhere multiple times since seeing that movie. This movie does not have anything in it besides the camera work that is, I feel, anything to send home about. Like this movie does a fine job being a Man movie, and that's it, dude. I really I don't think that this is worth like clamoring for. Like, you can just wait until this is available to rent on Amazon Prime. Everything will be fine. It's not Oppenheimer. It's cool. You're good, dude. It's fine. I think I did like this movie more than you did.
Yeah.
I don't think I liked it more or less than Den of Thieves, so I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna put this at an even 6 out of 10.
6. Yeah.
6 out of 10.
I'll concede that.
I like that. I think that feels okay for me because it's not like it's bad, but like there's some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some stuff. Oh man, what a time, BJ. Well, thank you for going and seeing this movie for review against your better judgment.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you thought it was gonna be dog shit.
I thought it was gonna be like Rebel Moon.
Yeah, no. I mean, like
Madam Web.
Rebel Moon's real bad. Rebel Moon's real bad, dude.
I think that's my floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
So
Madam Web is
like,
mine. Madam Web is mine. I feel you, dude. Which I still think Rebel Moon is better than Madam Web, but like that's just, we'll leave that one.
Yeah, I mean, like I can see that because you can at least laugh at Rebel Moon and how like ridiculous it is. I feel like Madam Web, it's like genuinely just like really bad.
Yeah, because I mean, like, at least Rebel Moon has like some stuff that like looks kind of cool. Madam Web is just like fundamentally a bad movie. Like that, like the villain for almost the entire movie is dubbed over poorly.
Yeah, that part was really
that's
bad.
just awful craftsmanship.
That's like, Madam Web shouldn't have gone out at all.
No, they should have just clipped that bitch right off the tree.
Rebel Moon sucks because Zack Snyder sucks.
Yeah, I did no, for sure. 100% agree, my friend. I mean, maybe you guys at home don't agree, but that's okay. We're here with you because this has been 20,000 Films Under the Sea, your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted each and every week. If you liked what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can get early access, submit questions and topics, and get exclusive content from us on a live podcast service near you. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. We can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel. Go click, search.
Yeah, click on it.
20,000 Films Under the Sea. Click enter, and then we'll be right there waiting for you. But until next time, my friends.
Can you read Daddy's mind?